This is a Shields of Shame exclusive.
22, 41, 45.
47, Cashapp, 50. Got one running. Got two running.
Meet Zechariah Mark Presley, a shamed former cop from the Kingsland Police Department in Georgia. After harassment of a citizen named Anthony Marcel Greene did not yield the desired results for Presley, he decided to take additional steps to prove his disdain for Mr. Greene. So Presley followed Greene around and waited for the perfect time to exact his revenge, because days prior Greene was supposed to do a controlled drug buy and instead ran off with the money. Presley went into a rage and began stalking Greene until he caught him in a dark area and began his pursuit. There is no dash cam or body cam of the initial encounter. The radio communication did not begin until foot pursuit began. This is a multi-part series with many interviews and a mountain of evidence. Be sure to check out the link below for the files associated with this case on shieldsofshame.com. Sit back and enjoy the series, and thank you for your continued support.
Alright, Mr. McCutcheon, you got brought to my attention that you have some information about Tony Greene's shooting.
Yeah, this ain't the right place to talk about it, dude.
I'll tell you what, if I switch that thing off, it'll just be me and you and just my recorder, okay?
Yeah, I'm just saying people walk by what nobody can see us. Yeah, that's.
What's that?
I mean, I'm talking about other inmates being able to see.
Well, I mean, it's up to you if you want to talk to me or not. I mean,
Yeah, I was just saying.
I mean, you willing?
Yeah, I thought with.
I mean, I'm not gonna go back and tell anybody. Tell them what are you in here for right now?
Driving fade to a federal suspended license, receiving stolen property, and.
Okay, I'm here talking to you about the stolen property as far as they know. Alright. So tell me what you know.
I know about the missing firearm, who the other suspect was that was in the vehicle.
Yeah, I know it's Eric Hines. I've been able to confirm that. Just haven't been able to talk. Mm-hmm. So what's the deal with the firearm?
Firearm that was through when the police were chasing him. The person who picked it up. What it said? Yeah, I know what it said.
You know where the gun is?
Mm-hmm. And who picked it up. I mean, of course, y'all knew that. Y'all knew it was a firearm and all that, right?
No, that's the first I heard about firearm.
Oh.
Was it Tony's firearm?
Yeah.
What kind of gun was it?
380.
And he had it on him at the time?
Mm-hmm.
You mind telling me how you got this information?
I talked to him.
You talked to Tony?
Mm-hmm.
Like
right before, yeah.
Okay. On the phone or text or what?
On the phone. Y'all got his phone, right?
Yeah. What all did he say to you?
Told me he was getting pulled over.
Say anything else?
I mean, yeah, he said a few other things, but I mean, he told me he was getting pulled over. He was right there by Russell Collision, the name of it is. Of course, y'all looked at his phone, y'all seen what he talked to him.
I haven't been able to get into his phone yet. So, I may or may not be able to.
I get right into it.
You know the code?
Yeah.
Could you give that to me?
I mean, it's not something that you give somebody, it's more like a finger movement on.
Yeah, but I have to have I understand what you're talking about, but when the phone's been shut down and it's powered back on, you have to do the finger movement, and you also have to have like the numeric code.
Yeah, see, I know it put numeric code in there.
Okay. What's the finger movement? Is it like a backward 7?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Okay. Do you know his email? Tony's email? Did y'all ever communicate email or anything like that?
No.
You friends with him on Facebook?
Yeah.
I guess you don't have access to that in here.
Well, if I had my phone.
Yeah. He told you that he had a gun on him at the time.
Yeah, he always had it on ever since he got it.
How long has he had it?
About a week and a half. He had just pistol whipped somebody the day before.
You know he pistol whipped?
Nah, it was some young dude. I don't know his name.
Did he say anything about that he was going to try to run, that he was going to try to hurt the officer or anything like that?
Nah, not really in those words, no. I gotta get there. It was on the way to pick me up.
Yeah.
What was going on?
Was he on the phone with you while he was running?
No, it was when police first put the lights on.
So you know who has a gun?
Yeah.
Would you be willing to tell me?
I mean, not right now.
What do you mean not right now? I mean, is there a certain point in time that you would be able?
If I was released, when I'm released, I'll tell you a lot more.
When are you supposed to get released?
I have no idea.
So I think I asked you this before. When Tony was running, did he have the gun?
When he first got the vehicle, yeah.
Have you talked with Eric about any of this? Did he ever say anything to you about Presley, like not just this particular night, but in general?
So he just ain't like cops, period, you know what I mean?
Do what?
He just ain't like cops, period.
So you're telling me, like, when you're released, you can tell me where the gun is, how this person got the gun? All right. Is there any other information you'd be willing to give me right now?
Nah, that's about it right there. I mean,
Tell you what, when I leave here, I'm gonna give one of my business cards and tell them to put it in your property. And whenever you get out, give me a call.
might be a while.
Are you on probation? You said you're.
I ain't gonna be able to bond out though. I mean, $20,000 bond.
So he called you, right? You called him or he called you?
He called me. I tried to call him back because I didn't know what was really going on. You know what I mean? And I kept calling him back, asking what was going on. And I ain't get no response after that.
Okay.
And that's when I heard somebody calling to know what all happened.
But he never said anything about Presley to you? Like Presley messing with him or anything?
No.
Let me just ask you this, if you don't mind telling me, how do you know that Tony had the gun when he was running?
Yeah,
Huh?
I knew he had it. I mean,
You don't have to tell me who, but did somebody tell you that?
I mean, he told me he had a gun. You know what I mean? I knew he had a gun. He wasn't gonna leave it in the vehicle, first of all.
Okay.
I mean, that's. I'll put it this way. When y'all got to the body, y'all didn't find a whole bunch of dope on me with some, but not a lot, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had a lot on him. Y'all didn't find a crystal meth. Y'all probably found a little couple pieces of crack. That was about it.
Yeah. But let me ask you this. You say you'll tell me this stuff when you get out. But let me ask you this. You say you'll tell me this stuff when you get out. Are you gonna tell me just whenever you get out? Are you trying to work some kind of deal? I mean, what are we talking about here?
I'd rather work a deal if I can get out of here. And I can tell you a whole lot more.
I mean, that's something I can't do. I'd have to talk with the district attorney about it. I mean, I'll bring it up to him.
I ain't have to get my charges dropped, just released.
Yeah. Well, I'll talk to the DA's office and I'll see what they say. And if it's something that can be done, then
I ain't got serious charges. You know what I mean? I just got a high bond.
You just want your bond reduced or something.
No, I don't need my bond reduced. I need just be released.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And I can show you and tell you easy.
I'll see what I can do. All right. Because I would like to follow up on this and find out more. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the interview off right now. All right. It's 15:09. Interviewing Eric Hines. Okay, now it's my understanding you were with Tony on the night that he was shot. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Were you at the Flash Foods with him?
Yes, sir.
Right. Did y'all have any encounter with? Do you know who Officer Presley is?
Yes, sir.
Are you familiar with Presley? All right. Well, did y'all have any encounter with Presley at the Flash Foods?
No, sir. He just was staring at him on the way going in and out of the store.
Did Presley come in the store?
He pulled to the store.
But he didn't come inside? All right. So he was staring at y'all?
Yes, sir. Well, I punched in, I was in the car.
Okay. Tell me what happened after that.
Well, when he came back out of the store, he came in the car, he was shaking. He was scared. I'm like, Punch, what's the problem? Man, I gotta go. back off and pull off. Now at the same time he was doing that, Presley was getting in his car.
So Presley backed out and followed y'all?
Yes, sir.
From the evidence I've looked at, it looked like when Tony took out of there, he took off at a high rate of speed. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So he was running?
Yeah, he was out before I was.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
He was out. He left the car before I left.
Okay. No, I'm talking about in the vehicle when y'all turned
Oh,
out of the flash foods and started heading down 40.
Oh, it wasn't like fast. It was like that was it.
You know how fast y'all were going?
It wasn't no more than probably 20, 25 when we pull out.
Okay. Because from the video I've seen, he wasn't doing 20 or 25. So
They just did a little skirt.
I'm
I don't
talking
know the
about-
speed limit, but it wasn't like fast though.
Because it looked like Tony and the Presley were both going at a high rate of speed down Highway 40 before both of y'all.
Oh, I really couldn't tell because once he was nervous, he scared me.
Okay. But you don't remember if he was running fast or not?
No, he wasn't running that fast. Wasn't like 50 miles per hour or something. He wasn't going that fast.
Once Tony's vehicle turns onto, I believe that's Northeast Street, that's right beside the
Russell's.
tire shop, Russell's. How did he crash in the wood line? Because you got the sharp curve right there.
Yeah,
Did he take the curve too fast?
I think he did because he still was nervous. He was trying to see where the police was at the same time.
Okay.
And then it's like it's dark on the way going down the road.
Right. So would you say that he took the curve too fast, or was it because he was looking back, or
Yeah, looking back.
was he on the phone with anybody
No, sir.
during the time? He wasn't talking to anybody on the phone.
No, sir.
All right. Was there anything illegal in the car?
Yeah, that's a dope in the car.
What was in there?
5 pieces.
Crack.
Yes, sir.
Now, was that left in the vehicle, or did one of y'all take it with you?
No, it's left in the vehicle.
Any paraphernalia or anything like that? Pipes, anything like that?
No, sir.
What about firearms?
No, sir.
Where did you run off to?
Well, the car crashed at, that's where I ran towards.
So you ran straight through the woods?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you go?
Straight to, went to the house.
Your house?
When I got out, it's like on the other side, other road.
Because Lemon, that's over there off NOE, right?
Yeah, you know where the Sunny store at?
The what store?
Sunny. Right there on 17.
That used to be the mom and pop's a long time ago?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
I ended up on that road.
Mm-hmm.
And I took that road all the way around that store, around that corner, right there in front of Sunset, and I ran across the tracks.
Okay. Did you take anything out of the car with you when you ran?
No, sir. The phone and all in the car.
Now, were you on the phone when this happened? Were you talking with anybody? Did Tony own a 380 or own any firearms?
No, sir. Not that I know of.
I've got some information that Tony had supposedly pistol whipped somebody a day or two before he was shot. You know anything about that?
No, sir.
Well, man, tell me what you know about the history between Presley and Tony. Do you know anything about the two of them?
Not really, but what people be saying in the streets, that's it.
I mean, not necessarily after the fact. Anything before the fact? Did he ever mention anything about him bothering him or anything?
Not really. He just said they made a report on him before.
Like he'd filed a complaint on him?
Mm-hmm.
Him and somebody else, or just him?
Him and one of his friends. I don't know what about, but...
Did he say when? He didn't say what it was about.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever say anything about Presley wanting to use him as an informant?
Mm-hmm.
So other than him telling you that he had filed a complaint on Presley, that's all he said. He didn't say anything about, this guy follows me around, or this guy pulls me over a lot, or had some run-ins with him at the
He just
hotel.
had suspicions about stuff, but he wouldn't get into it with him.
Do you know why Tony ran that night? Was his license suspended? Was it because of the crack? I mean, did y'all have a plan? Like, hey, I'll bolt this way and you take off this way with the dope?
Man, no plan. He scared me. I ain't never saw him like that before in his life. I ain't never saw him that nervous.
Who are some other people that he hangs out with?
There's a lot of people, mostly Kenton. Most of the people across the tracks, probably.
What about Santel McCutcheon?
Who?
Santel McCutcheon. Do you know him?
I don't even know that.
When y'all are traveling down 40, headed towards 17, and he's behind y'all, nothing was said. I mean, y'all just rode quiet, didn't say a word the whole time?
I'm like, Punch, man, what is you doing? Because I gotta go. He just kept saying, I gotta go. I said, man, just calm down, just drive the car. And that's after we had turned by Russell's. Mm-hmm. That's just calm down and just drive. He looked back that last time, and that thing we looked back, we wrecked. I'm like, man, what is you doing? Because I gotta go. He said it again, I gotta go. Junior, run. And he jumped out the car. I'm like, my God. Yeah, I jumped out and I ran.
He calls you Junior?
Mm-hmm.
Was he under the influence at this time? Was he high? Was he been drinking?
No, sir.
How long had you been with him that night prior to all this happening?
I think about 3 hours.
What was going on then? What were y'all doing?
Just chilling at my cousin's house.
Did you hear the gunshots go off? Mm-hmm. When you get out and you run through the woods, did you ever travel down the roads that Tony was chased down, which would basically be Lillian, that's where he wrecked, mm-hmm. and then back up to Satilla, which is where Pineland Bank is, runs in between the Pineland Bank.
Yeah.
Did you go back, like, where they had been?
Yes, sir.
How long did you stay at your house after this happened?
I stayed there for the rest of the night. Because my mom wouldn't let me go nowhere after I told her what happened.
And you went straight to your home?
Straight there.
How did you find out that he'd been killed?
My mama had went up there. I told her to go check and see what happened.
The reason I keep asking you about this firearm thing, about the pistol whipping thing, is I've gotten information from somebody who's reached out to me, who told me that there was a gun in the car, and that Tony had pistol whipped somebody a couple of days before. And I just want we have it right here on paper that anything you tell me, you've got immunity for, and you've got your lawyer sitting right beside you. So, mm-hmm. If that was the case, I need to know.
Oh no, it wasn't none of that in the car.
Okay, and the drugs, that's all that was
yes,
there?
Sir.
And he didn't tell you anything more, like never talked about Presley chasing him or harassing him or anything like that?
Yes, sir.
When y'all both bailed out of the cars and he went one way, went your way, what do you remember hearing and seeing after that?
I don't know, when I said I was terrified, I just went through them bushes, looked around, and I was gone.
You never heard anything? You didn't hear any gunshots or anything?
No.
Now, I don't know this case will ever go to trial. I don't know if it's going to go to trial. If it's going to trial, you did have to testify. I will have to ask you this question, so let's go ahead and get this one out of the way. Why had you run?
You said run.
Well, and Tony said run, but I mean, you got out of the car and ran while the law enforcement chasing. Was there? I mean, were you?
Well, they wasn't actually behind us yet. We had already had them ready. He like, Junior, run, and I'm already on papers.
Okay, so you're on probation.
Yes, sir.
You knew there was some drugs in the car.
Yes, sir.
Is that why you ran?
Yes, sir. See, I get violated. I'm on state papers.
Okay. You don't remember ever seeing a gun or anything in a car like that night?
No, sir.
Have you ever seen Tony with a gun?
No,
the
sir.
whole time you've been friends with him?
No, sir.
Ever heard him talk about a gun?
No, sir.
Has he ran from the police before?
Well, not recently. I know he did it before, back in the days.
And did he ever make any mention about Presley catching him with drugs, or Presley giving him some money to go buy drugs as an informant?
No, sir.
How long had he been driving that car?
I'm not for sure.
Now, did Presley follow y'all to the store, or was he just there when y'all pulled up? How did that play out?
Well, when we pulled up, he pulled up after we pulled up.
Was he behind y'all on the road before that, or did he?
No, sir. He was coming from the other direction.
Did you ever see him go back to the car?
Who?
No, I mean Tony. Did you ever see Tony like when he got out of the car to return to the car?
Did he say anything about his license being suspended?
No, I thought he had license.
You didn't know it was Hispanic.
He had a license.
Did you see anybody else out there that night other than Presley and Tony?
No, sir.
Did you talk to anybody from the time you bailed out of the car and ran? Did you talk to anybody between that location and your home?
No, sir.
You just got home toward your mom.
Did you ever say anything about having any? Did Tony ever say anything about having any run-ins with any other local cops, Kingsland cops, anything like that? Did you ever talk about any of the rest of them?
No, sir.
How long were you and Tony actually friends?
No, we were friends for a long time.
Right. Since childhood or teenagers?
Since childhood.
And you both grew up here?
Yes, sir.
Are y'all related in any way other than just being friends?
My uncle used to talk to his mom.
Your uncle is what?
My uncle used to talk to his mom.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. But other than that, y'all are not related?
No, sir, I don't think so.
And you don't share, you don't have any relatives in common? Like not related, but y'all might have a cousin that is related or something?
I don't think so. I just have close friends.
Okay.
Anything?
No, fine, thank you.
Stop resisting!
Let me see some ID.
Stop resisting!
I said stop resisting, hands behind.
Stop
Did they break any
resisting!
laws?
No, but they are
Stop
resisting.
resisting.
Stop
Maybe you
resisting!
didn't hear me. Let me use my fist since it's near me.
They are being combative and uncooperative because they won't answer my questions. Let me see some ID.
Stop
Did they break any
resisting!
laws?
No, but they are resisting.
I don't want to hear about pre-existing conditions to prevent this ass whooping.
Stop
Let me see some ID.
resisting!
Hands behind your back. These cuff slings and cause you injury. Hands behind your back.
Stop
Let me see some ID.
resisting!
He is resisting.
Stop resisting!
We need more units. He is resisting.
Let me see some ID.
They
Here's
are
the
being
first thing.
combative and
Turn over.
uncooperative because they
Hands
won't
where I
answer
can
my
see.
questions.
Stop
Let me see some ID.
resisting!
Did
Here's
they
the
break any
first thing.
laws?
No, but they are
Hear about
resisting.
pre-existing conditions to prevent this ass. Hands behind your back. Stop resisting.
Let me
We
see
need
some
more
ID.
units. He is resisting.
Stop resisting!
Turn over and listen.
Stop resisting!
I
Let me see some ID.
resisting, hands behind
Stop
your back.
resisting!
Turn over and listen.
Stop resisting!
I
Let me see some ID.
resisting, hands behind
Stop
your back.
resisting!
Turn over and listen.
Stop resisting!
I
Let me see some ID.
resisting, hands behind
Stop
your back.
resisting!
Turn over and listen.
Stop resisting!
I
Let me see some ID.
resisting, hands behind
Stop
your back.
resisting!
Turn over and listen.
Stop resisting!
I
Let me see some ID.
resisting, hands behind
Stop
your back.
resisting!
Turn over and listen.
Stop resisting!
I
Let me see some ID.
resisting, hands behind
Stop
your back.
resisting!
Turn over and listen.
Stop resisting!
I
Let me see some ID.
resisting, hands behind
Stop
your back.
resisting!
Turn over and listen.
Stop resisting!
I
Let me see some ID.
resisting, hands behind
Stop
your back.
resisting!
Turn over and listen.
Stop resisting!
I
Let me see some ID.
resisting, hands behind
Stop
your back.
resisting!
Turn over and listen.
Stop resisting!
I
Let me see some ID.
resisting, hands behind
Stop
your back.
resisting!
Turn over and listen.
Stop resisting!
I
Let me see some ID.
resisting, hands behind
Stop
your back.
resisting!
Turn over and listen.
Stop resisting!
I
Let me see some ID.
resisting, hands behind
Stop
your back.
resisting!
Turn over and listen.
Stop resisting!
I
Let me see some ID.
resisting, hands behind
Stop
your back.
resisting!
Turn over and listen.
Stop resisting!
I
Let me see some ID.
resisting, hands behind
Stop
your back.
resisting!
Stop existing.
Stop
Maybe you
resisting!
didn't hear me. Let me use my fist since it's near me.
They are being combative and uncooperative because they won't answer my questions. Let me see some ID.
Did
Stop
they break any
resisting!
laws?
No, but they are
I
resisting.
don't want to hear about pre-existing conditions.
No, but they are resisting.
Hands behind your back. Resisting. Stop resisting. I'm not listening. I said, stop resisting, hands behind your back. Don't make me swing. Maybe you didn't hear me.
We got more units on the way to help me, so I can put you in these cuff slings. So, we're gonna charge you. I hope we ruin you. For resisting. Your job, your family. We want it all. Your freedom. We want it all because you resisted.